You know, this place has been known to fire up a driver, or two, or many more. Dale Earnhardt did it with his front bumper, Jimmy Spencer, Cale Yarborough, Donnie Allison. They sometimes did it with their fists. NASCAR's popularity has been enhanced by the on-track battles that have led to off-track scuffles. Have at it, boys, isn't something that's new, it's just back.
As it relates to the Sprint Cup Series, there's been a lot of debate and talk over the wintertime, as everybody knows. We're going to put it back in the hands of the drivers and boys have at it and have a good time. That's all I can say.
Oh, now Logano goes around. Harvey gets into him. Logano trying to save it. Punch that motherfucker right in the nose.
48 is testing my patience, I can tell you that. It takes a lot to make me mad, and I'm pissed.
What comes around goes around. These guys don't want to have any respect for me. I ain't going to have none for them.
Wide touch. He spun out. Carl gets into Keselowski.
I just couldn't let him take the win from me. I had to do what I had to do.
So we start off fresh in 2010. We reiterate the fact that, guys, we're not going to be as strict on you as we might have been in the past.
I'll slam you straight in the wall the next time you're anywhere near me.
They really want us to sort of self-police it. They want us to do the things that have made stock car racing so exciting and so popular over the years.
If you get me again, I'll put this out of the racetrack.
We give you the car, the racing surface, and you know, first one to the line wins. If someone roughs you up, rough them up. The good thing is that the drivers will sort it out, and they always have.
Here we go. Somebody's going to punch somebody.
He's about the most impatient thing. I'll be waiting when he comes in.
He wrecked me, and he's a piece of shit.
You mess with the ball, you're going to get the horns. You throw a rock, I'm going to throw a concrete block back.
The right way to do it, I think, is, you know, after the race, something happens, whatever happens, just go and talk to him and make that the first thing you do.
It's probably not his fault, you know, his wife wears a fire suit in the family.
The words don't equal things out, then the fists equal things out.
If that's the case, I gotta start lifting some more weight and pumping up, I guess, if that's what it is.
I'm the biggest guy out there. I hope it comes down to, you know, somebody getting in my face, because I'd love to, you know, rearrange some things.
There's a fight between Cale Yarborough and Donnie Allison. The tempers overflowing.
They all understand and understood and still do that there is a line that can get crossed, and we have to step in when that line, in our opinion, gets crossed. But that line, we move much further down the field than it used to be.
Drivers, I don't think are ever going to take it to that level like they did in years past. In my mind, there's always been parameters. I mean, not only what you think NASCAR will regulate, but the kind of ethics that exist between drivers and out on the racetrack.
Sometimes, yeah, you know, we're stepping over the line, and bad wrecks are happening from that.
I don't think some drivers have what it takes to, you know, contain that road rage.
This is going to be down to the wire. Wide touch. He spun out. Carl gets into Keselowski. Carl Edwards will win.
That was ugly. I'm sick and tired of this. I'll get my own damn uniform back out and take care of this. He ain't going to kill my boy.
When people come to a NASCAR race, they don't want to see a bunch of friends, you know, waving each other by out there. I mean, they want to see some racing.
Trouble on the front stretch. A car has slammed the wall.
You know, I think there's certainly an art to it, but then there's times when it's just flat out intentional.
I don't like the looks of that. You know what? I think this was Carl Edwards' payback for what happened earlier in this race.
There was a point when I wanted to flat out punch Brad Keselowski, and I asked NASCAR, what can I do?
Oh, he turns Hamlin.
Gets into Hamlin.
Can I just clock him? What can I do?
There you go. Keselowski's around.
Whoa!
That boy will never learn. He didn't do it good enough. That was fun.
The drivers are the ones that need to have any input on what's right and what's wrong on it, because they're the ones that have to race with each other out there. And what anybody else outside of being a driver says doesn't mean squat.
Well, Brad Keselowski and his father, Bob, have both played prominent roles in this whole Have At It Boys discussion this season. And Rusty, when we talk about drivers policing themselves in 2010, how do you think it's gone?
I personally think this whole thing's been a big-time game changer in my mind. I mean, we see guys beat each other around, bump a little bit and stuff like that, but now they're getting more aggressive than I've ever seen them get in my entire life. And you know what? NASCAR's just really not doing much about it. They're kind of just letting the boys be boys, and it's turning a lot of these guys into men, no doubt about that.
Well, you know, Rusty, I like it. I like what we're seeing. It's putting aggression back in the sport, and it is stock car racing, but I do kind kind of disagree that NASCAR is walking a fine line here. They are trying to let the guys race without making the sport be too sterile, because it is a fine line between having an all-out demo derby and really too sterile racing. Either one of those things, if you get too much, will lose fans. And I think NASCAR is listening to people and giving them back what they want.
See, I think it's great.